Good morning, everyone. Uh, our lesson today is the zeros of a quadratic function. Um, and the zeros of the function is solution or the values of the variable that make the function equal 0. Okay. If I write an equation here or a function for a quadratic function, if we have f of x equals x squared plus 5x plus 6. How can we find the zeros of this function? First, we want to find the values of x that make the function equal 0. Find the values of x means solve this function or solve the quadratic equation. We have x squared plus 5x plus 6. Solve. How can we solve it? This is trinomial. First, you have to factor this function. X squared, we need x squared plus 5x plus 6 when this function equals 0. Factor it. Okay. We need two numbers. If we multiply, give you 6, and if you add, give you 5. 2 times 3, that's correct. X squared, if you factor it, it will be x and x. Both of these are positive. And we have two factors now. X plus 2 multiplied by x plus 3 give you 0. Solve. Then we will divide this page into 2. X plus 2 equals 0. Or x plus 3 equal 0. If you solve the first one, these are two linear equations. We subtract 2. X equals negative 2. The first solution or the first 0. The first value of x that make this function equal 0. If you plug in for x equal negative 2, the function will be 0. The value of the function will be 0. Subtract 3 from both sides, then x equals negative 3. We have two solutions or two zeros or two x-intercept. You know that if you graph this function, first, the coefficient of x squared here is positive. It's 1. Okay. So if you graph it, it will be a parabola open up. And it will intersect the x-axis at 2 points, negative 2 and negative 3. Negative 2 and negative 3. Okay. It's something like this. This is the graph of the parabola. I don't ask you to graph it. I just want to know that we have two values for x, negative 2 and negative 3. We can call them the solutions or the x-intercepts or the zeros of the function, negative 2 and negative 3. You will have only one assignment today on Khan Academy. It will be on zeros of the function or solutions of the quadratic function. Let's solve some examples like you will find in your assignment today. Solve for x, write the smaller solution first and the larger solution second. You have two factors equal to 0. So the first will be equal 0 or the second, 2x minus 1, 2x minus 1 multiplied by x plus 4 equals 0. Solve or find the zeros. It's the same. Find the variable of x. The first one, 2x minus 1 equals 0. X plus 4 equals 0. Okay, add 1. Now we have 2x equals 1. Get rid of this 2. Keep x alone to find the value of x. This is multiplication. What is the opposite? What is the inverse to multiplication? It's division. we will divide by 2. This will be the first solution, x equals 1/2. The second solution, or the second zero of the function, we subtract 4. The inverse of addition is subtraction. And if you subtract something from the left side, you do the same with the right side. X equals -4. Now you have two solutions, or two zeros, or two x-intercepts. Write the smaller one first, then the larger. We have -4 and we have positive 1/2. Of course, the negative one is the smaller. So the first, or the smaller, x is -4 and the larger is 1/2. Okay, let's see another example. I think this is easy. I'll go to the next one. Okay, find the zeros of the function. The same. Find the zeros of the function means the values of x that make this function equal 0. Okay, when is this function equal 0? When x equals something. Find this value. We have f of x, x minus 3 multiplied by 2x minus 8. I need this function to be 0. I want to know the zeros of the function. So I make this function equal to 0. Now divide. You have x minus 3 equals 0. 2x minus 8 equals 0. Solve these two linear equations. Add 3. X equals 3. Add 8 is the inverse of subtraction. Now what we have 2x on this side. 8 equals 8. 2x means x multiplied by 2. What is the inverse of multiplication? Yes, it's division. We divide by 2. Now x equals 4. This is the second solution, or the second zero of the function. Okay, a minute. X equals 3 and x equals 4. Write the smaller one first. Smaller x is 3 and the larger x is 4. That means we can plug in for x equals 3 or x equals 4. At this value of x, the function will be 0. Okay, I want you to finish your assignment today on Khan Academy. If you need any help, let me know. Have a good day. Bye.